भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste, my dear friends. This is video number 7 on Brahma Upanishad or Amrita Bindu Upanishad. A mere word sometimes gives rise to. The topic is Maya and its action. A mere word sometimes gives rise to an idea without the corresponding reality. As for instance, a man has a horn. Maya or illusion produces the same effect as when a juggler causes the phenomenon of a city in the air. So the idea of this whole world of duality arises by word and by Maya. In fact, everything else besides Atma is unreal. Even this word and this Maya are not real, existing as it does only by the name Maya. Maya is not real. There is no evidence to prove that Maya has a real existence. The word too is unreal, existing only in name. But unlike them, Atma is inaccessible to thought or speech and does not therefore depend on them for existence. Atma is Swamprakashvas or self-conscious, shines by himself and is independent of all. The question now arises, why, if Atma is omniscient, is he not always aware that he is essentially the bliss Ananda itself? The answer follows by stanza number 15 of Brahma Bindhu Upanishad. शब्द माया वर्तो नैव तमसा याति पुष्करे भिन्ने तमसी चैतो मेघ एवानु पश्यति. Meaning, veiled by word illusion, never goes one by darkness to the holy place, and darkness removed, the one alone sees the unity. Maya, illusion, is a mere word having no corresponding reality. It is a power capable of achieving impossibilities and is the cause of the whole universe we perceive around us by the senses of the universe, comprising both subtle and gross objects of nature. It looks very fine when not closely examined. He who is veiled by this Maya is deprived of the knowledge that he is the very bliss, Ananda in essence. He sees himself a limited being, though he is really identical with the infinite Brahma. Just as a pot, when immersed deep in water, looks very much smaller than it actually is. On account of this darkness of Ajnana, caused by word illusion, one does not recognize one's own holy blissful Atma that pervades all, like a man who, though having eyes and knowing all, cannot at all, when surrounded by thick darkness, reach a holy place or thing situated ever so near. When this darkness of Ajnana is pierced through by the light of wisdom, realizing the unity of the real ego with Brahma, then immediately All distinctions such as perceiver and perceived being absent, the Jiva stands alone as the self-luminous Atma and sees his identity with Brahma. Yoga for the realization of the unity. Now the Shruti proceeds to describe the yoga by which to realize this unity. It is explained in stanza number 16 of Brahma Bindhu Upanishad. Shabdaksharam param brahm tasmin aksine yad aksharam tadvi dvan aksharam bhyayeddi ichhe ichhanti atmanam. Meaning the syllable Om, the word is Brahma, that disappearing, he who knows that which is the indestructible should meditate upon that indestructible if he would seek peace for himself. First the word, the syllable Om should be meditated upon as Brahma, the three matras or the component parts of Om, which A, U, M respectively denote the three upadhis of Brahma, which the Sthula, gross, the Sukshma, subtle, and the Karana, causal aspect of cosmos. When these three aspects of cosmos, together with the three matras of Pranava, representing them, gradually disappear, there remains the one alone, which is beyond the three upadhis, hence called the Turiya, the fourth. It is indestructible and as transcending all differentiations, it is the unity above referred to. Therefore, he who wishes to realize this unity, the Supreme Brahma, should first practice the meditation of Brahma as identical with Varnava or some such word. When knowing this unity, this indestructible blissful Atma, as treated of in the Shastra, the wise man should continuously meditate upon it as one with himself if he would at all attain moksha. The cessation of all pain caused by avidya and other sources of evil, leading him to identify himself with the body as though it were himself or something belonging to him. Lower and higher wisdom explained in verse 17. Dave vidve veditve tu shabd brahm param cha yat shabd brahmani nishantah param brahmadi gacchati. Meaning, true vidyas verily need to be known, the Shabda Brahma and what is known as the Supreme. The adept in the Shabda Brahma reaches the Supreme Brahma. Both sorts of wisdom, what we call and know of as Vidyas, are necessary for a mumukshu to acquire. One of them is what is known as Shabda Brahma, that law which comprises the Vedas, including the syllable Om, the heritage, the utterances, Angas, auxiliary sciences, and Upavedas, minor Vedas, the other being the Brahma, described as the real existence, intelligence, bliss, and so on. It is no doubt true that inasmuch as a knowledge of Brahma leads to the consummation of happiness, it is necessary to know Brahma. The other Lord, however, is not altogether useless. He who has thoroughly mastered the drift of the teaching of the Brahma, of the Vedas, etc., can soon know I am Brahma. On attaining the higher, the lower should be given up. On knowing the Brahma, the Brahma should be given up. There are 7 lokas: Bhuva, Bhu, Bhuvah, Swaha, Maha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyam. So, on attaining the higher, the lower should be given up. On knowing the Brahma, the Shabd Brahma should be given up. This is explained in verse number 18. ग्रंथम भष्यज मेधावी ज्ञान विज्ञान तत्पर पलालम्यु धान्यार्थी तजेत ग्रंथ मशेषतः. Meaning, having studied books, the wise man, solely devoted to knowledge and wisdom, should give up the books entirely, like the man who, seeking for rice, gives up the husk. After making the Shabda Brahma his own by a study of the text comprised therein, together with their meaning, the student who can keep the teaching of these texts in mind without forgetting should devote himself to knowledge and wisdom, jnana and vijnana. Jnana and vijnana may be thus distinguished from each other. One of them consists in the sakshatkara, or the direct perception that I am Brahma, from which all idea of dhyatri and dhyana, of meditator and meditation, are absent, while the other consists in the knowledge that I am Brahma, as taught by the Shastra, involving all such distinctions as meditator and meditation part of the student. Unity of Vedic wisdom. This is explained in verse number 19. Gavamane kavarnanam aksirashape kavarnita aksirvat pashyate jnanam linginastu gavam yatha. Meaning, of the cows of different colors, the milk is of one color only. The wise man regards wisdom like unto milk, but its forms like unto the cows. Though the cows may each be of a different color, white, black, red, and their milk is of one color only, namely white. So too, knowledge taught by all the Vedas is the same, though there are different texts taught by different teachers and known by different names, such as Sankhyana, Kaushitati, Madhyavina, Katha, Kanva, Tatiria, and so on. The latter part of the verse is also explained thus. The Atma is the same in different bodies which are found to behave differently in different individuals. In all beings, there is only one Atma who can be known only by manas, exalted by study, reflection, and contemplation. The latter part of the verse is explained in yet another way. The wise man cultivates wisdom from Vedas after careful investigation, just as cowherds take the milk of cows after careful examination. Meditation necessary. For this purpose, mana should be brought under control and made to dwell on the Atma, the subject of our search. This is explained in verse number 20. Dhrapni upashyat nigudham bhute bhute vasti vidyanam satatam manthi bhangi mansa manthalu bhute. Meaning, quiet, concealed in all beings, dwells Vijnana as butter in milk, ever churn, O aspirant, with manas as the churning stick. The Vijnana, the Atma, who is consciousness and bliss, lies hidden in the body. Do thou, O aspirant, always meditate upon the Atma in this figurative representation. Curd represents all beings, the churning stick manas, the churning rope, the notion that I am Brahma, and butter, the Atma. The second is, the extraction of butter represents moksha, the extrication of soul from the ocean of samsara. Verse number 21. ज्ञान नेत्रम समादाय उद्वरेद वहीवत परम निष्कलम निश्चलम शांतम तद ब्रह्माहमीति समर्थम. Meaning, with the churning rope of knowledge, one should rouse up the supreme like unto the fire, partless, motionless, tranquil. Such a Brahma am I, so it has been found. Churning produces fire also. Hence the second illustration, like unto the fire. Fire here no doubt stands for Sakshatkara, which elsewhere is spoken of as fire. The fire of wisdom reduces, O Arjuna, all actions to ashes. This is from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, stanza number 37. Or Agni may stand for Parnava, one should repeat Parnava. The first part has also been explained as follows. With the eye of the knowledge that I am Brahma, free from all doubts and misconceptions. Do thou unearth the Supreme as gold from a mine. This idea of identity of the self with Brahma is the organ by which to see Brahma, to attain the Sakshatkara that I am Brahma. I am Vasudeva. Brahma and Atma have been thus shown to be identical. This Shruti now concludes this proposition. The main drift of the Sansara only speaking of Brahma as Vasudeva. Stanza number 22. Sarau bhutadi dvasham yad bhuteshu ca vastappi sarva anugraha katven तदस्म्यहं वासुदेवः तदहं वासुदेवः इति इत्युत्तरवेदे Amrita Bindu Upanishad Smakti. Of all beings, the abode, he who as gracious to all, dwells in all beings, he am I, Vasudeva. Vasudeva, he is Vasu because by his grace he dwells in all beings and all beings dwell in him, and he is Deva because he is self-luminous, shining by his own light. So dear friends, this completes the Amrita Bindu Upanishad. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment and share the video. Subscribe the channel. Namaskar, my dear.